Welcome back to DIY Dam Busters with me, Badger. Turbine.
Right, so we have had this for such a long time.
I know, I was looking for a date on it, but I can't find it. But it must be a year and a half that we've had this. A year? Year and a half? Year?
Probably longer.
Probably longer. Finally, we're going to get round to putting it in. We have been reluctant to do any other updates to the solar because we know, or we're 99% sure, that this is going to solve the problems. But we've never got round to doing it. But this is the time. We've got to the point where our solar is now no longer coping in the winter and we need to get it in. So I reckon we unpack it and see what we need and how it's going to go.
Also, I'm really intrigued to see how it actually works. So we're going to talk you through
each little bit.
Yeah,
well,
how it works.
It's going to be news to me as well because I've completely forgotten what's in the box. Right. It's like Christmas. Right, okay, they're all the small packages of valves and stuff. And then we've got, oh God. Hello.
Here she is.
Oh, there she is.
So we've spoken about the company that make these before, and they're called Power Spout.
Power Spout, yeah.
An amazing family-run company in New Zealand.
Yes.
So go check them out. It's not an ad; they're just super cool.
So, I think from memory, you can see through this glass panel, we've got the Peloton, which is this spinning spoon-shaped drive cog, and you attach jets, which are, that's a valve. So I think you attach a valve to is that it? A valve to a jet, I think, and these are the jets. So this is the other end. So you've got the water end, and then the power, when the turbine spins, goes up here and into this. And I'm saying this, so I don't actually really know what it is. It's a type of inverter. So this is going to change the power that comes out of here into usable power for the house. How? I don't know. But I need to check out everything to work out to make sure we've got this right and we've got all the right bits.
So how much electricity are you hoping for the turbine to produce for us?
Well, they do a calculation on the website and you put in the height between the top of the pipe and the bottom of the pipe, the size of the pipe, where you are in the world. I don't know if that makes a difference. And it gives you a rough calculation. And our rough calculation was about 800 watts. But they often say it's about 10 to 20% more if you install it perfectly. So it could be a kilowatt or over all the time.
Oh my gosh, does that mean I can have a tumble dryer back?
You could have 3. No, you couldn't. Right. Right, so this, a little bit of reading behind the scenes. This,
Come on, you actually sound like you know what you're talking about, so let's go for it.
This is a inverter. And what this is going to do is this turbine runs on DC power, so it's direct current, unlike AC power, which is alternating current, which I did know, I didn't read that bit up. But this is like solar cable, and these will go into these solar connections here for direct current. So they're DC. So we'll have positive and negative on there, and then an earth, which will be earthed onto the ground. And then it goes into this machine. Tons of wizardry goes on in here. And then out of this one comes AC, like you can power stuff with, and that'll go into the house. From there to the house.
Amazing.
I think.
making sense to you?
Well, these are the little, these are jets. So the water will come from the dam that we're building through the tube and into here. And I don't know if you can see in there, but it's a cone shape and it goes down to a specifically sized hole, which is this, 11.3 millimeters. So that's all been worked out on the data plate for this. All the information I sent them about the land, they reckon from the height down to the bottom of the tube size and all the rest of it, that 11.3 millimeters will give us the perfect. And you have one, so the peloton is the wheel in here. Can you see the wheel?
Yeah.
So you have one jet here that you can see, and you have one jet at the top here, which is this one. So that will go in there and then connect to there. And then so where you've got the wheel like this, you have one jet at the top and one jet at the bottom, spinning it really fast. Like that, creating
And that's
electricity.
creating the...
Yeah, and so inside here is like an alternator that you have on a car. So as the car turns, it charges the battery. This turns and sends electricity to the box, and then the box converts it from DC to AC and sends it into the house. This all sounds very simple so far. But
I think it's given me quite a lot of confidence. They only send like 1 page of instructions, so
yeah.
hopefully it won't be too hard to work out. So that's the pressure gauge.
That's the pressure gauge. That will tell you what pressure you're getting. Like that. When it's installed. I'm going to put all these bits in a box, and then I'm going to set the turbine on top of here to see where it fits with these bars, making sure it's solid and all the rest of it.
So what's your plan with the IBC and the turbine? Where are you putting it all?
The IBC and the turbine go to the lowest point of the land. So down by...
We call it the mint field.
the mint field, yeah. It'd be down there or just above the mint field on the left near where the waterfall is. Because the pipe will come into here, fill the tank, and then the pipe will go back into the river. So we're not taking any water from the river. So it will come off on our land and go back on our land. So actually it doesn't reduce any of the water at all. Well, I'm going to put these in a box. I'm going to stand that on top, see where we need to cut it, get it into place and see what it looks like. And then we might need to go and buy some bits and bobs to connect to it.
And grease?
And grease,
You need
yes.
grease?
Yeah, I don't know if there's a certain type of grease. We need to have a look at that. But yeah, grease, we need to pump it full of grease when it's working. And hopefully we're going to get loads of power. The plan was put this on top of here. Like that. It should reach these 2 metal bars. And I was going to attach it to those 2 metal bars and then cut this out underneath here. So I need to mark it for where it needs to go, which is, say about... So I'm just marking the outside on the plastic so I can cut a hole underneath so the water, when it goes into the turbine, will just drop down. So if I mark it here...
Oh, I see. So it goes in here.
Goes in those jets and
Sorry,
then
I'm
just
being
drops out the
really
bottom.
like slow now, and then comes out the bottom. I thought it'd go in here, spin round, and then out of there.
No, they're both ins, like that, to
I
make it spin quicker.
see. Okay.
So I'll take that off, cut that out, and then we'll see about attaching it to the top.
There we go, a hole. What's inside my IBC? Ugh,
Not a lot.
bit muddy.
Bit mud. One perfectly cut hole. That's a finger injury.
That's a finger injury, yeah.
So the turbine should sit on top of here, and then we'll fix it to these bars. Is this the moment of truth where it drops through the hole?
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. Be a bit of a setback.
Something like that.
Yeah. Look at this! Power spout has its new little platform.
It's pretty
Place for
rigid
it to
on there.
dance around.
I like
Love
that.
it.
I think put that out of the way of...
Do you know what we are going to have to do? We're going to have to name it. Everything's got a name. The generator, Jenny.
Jenny. Tracy? Tracy the turbine?
Tracy the turbine. I was thinking Pauline the power spout. No?
Oh, Brussels sprout the power spout.
Brussels sprout the power spout. What else? I'm saying we name everything. What else have we named? I'm trying to think. Well, the cars.
We've got Susie, Patsy,
Big Val.
Big Val. The bus is called Fern.
Biney Tarn House.
The Biney Tarn House.
And now we have Pamela the power spout. No, Pauline.
All the power Pamela.
All the power. Pamela, yeah. You go, girl. Look at her. So what's behind her then?
I didn't want it to fall off.
Oh, I thought we'd be able to see the spoons. Spoons.
No, this is the alternator in here. Weirdly, you know when you spin that, power comes out of here. Even if you go like that.
That's wild, isn't it? It's so clever.
Ingenious. Some people make them out of washing machines.
Yeah, and
I've
spoons.
seen it, but I don't know how on earth they do that. But my fingers in.
So lots of people said last week for us to watch Chris Harbour's videos.
Yes, I have watched Chris
Badger
Hubbard. I'm a big
is
fan.
the biggest fan.
He does some cool stuff.
Yeah, he is like your idol, isn't he?
He is, and also his barn is way better than mine.
He is way better.
Like
He's
a
so
different
cool.
stratosphere. And that new one he's building is insane. So shout out to Chris, that's amazing. Well done, mate. I don't know how you do
Badger
it.
wants to be your best
Oh,
friend.
yeah, and now he's doing a water wheel. So clever.
He is so clever. But yeah, we do love his videos and they are very informative, aren't they?
I don't know why you brought that up. I bought this. He made his.
I
That's just
know.
made me look rubbish.
Yeah, you should have made yours. Who are
Very
you?
clever, this.
You could have made yours out of pallets, Badger. The first pallet turbine. No, maybe that would go viral.
A pallet. It's possible, I reckon. But it'd have to be like, you know, those old paddle boats where it goes like...
Yeah.
It'd have to be something along those lines.
Anyway,
Not today.
not today. Let's get this going first. Oh, there's that damn door.
Damn door. It needs to go in the dry so we can paint it and waterproof it.
It's been
I
sat out
need to
here
cut
in the rain for a few days.
It's just swelling up, getting ready for its job. Might be going to be rain on it. It's going to be in the water for the next 10 years.
Very true. So this is the inverter, is that right?
Yeah.
And are you sure it's waterproof?
Yeah, IP66.
Great.
I might put a little roof on it anyway. Down here, and then up into the box.
What happens if like a leaf goes down the pipe and then gets caught in the spoons?
It'll have a filter on it
Oh, okay.
to stop all that going through.
So I was thinking like when it's been raining heavily, you get loads of debris down there, don't you?
Yeah, so the filter should stop it, all of the stuff. And obviously if that then, you notice this isn't working properly, it's probably because there's something stuck in the filter.
We can't complain about the rain
No, this is what we need.
because that's going to give us power.
I'm quite pleased with how it's turned out. That's really nice and solid on the side there, that's really nice and solid on the top, and it's like a movable unit. So if we ever need to move it on the land, up, down, round, circles, it's all one unit. You just empty the tank, lift it up and move it along.
Perfect.
So the plan is, the big pipe you saw us putting in the land with all our mates is going to come up here, split, connect to this side, down there, and then connect to the other side. And then we've got two jets, top and bottom. But we need to complete our dam door.
Oh, that
We
damn
need to
door.
get the wheel on it and we need to get the hole in it, and we need to paint it so it's completely waterproof. I
Yeah.
think it needs 4 coats of gaucho paint,
Okay.
which makes it sealed plastic almost.
I could do that job.
You can do that job. And then I need to go up. I've bought some bags, sandbags, that I'm going to fill up with sand and silt up in the river mouth where you saw me showing you the hole where we're going to put the door. I want to barricade it so that it dries it out, so I can have a really good measure and maybe drill and get the rebar chem fixed in to get the door settled behind it.
Great.
I hope.
So
And
we'll go up there.
yeah, I need to go up
Waterproofed
there.
up.
And one of the things somebody said, that bit that we showed you at the top where the pool is actually on our land. That is a part of, that is a separate section of the river. The river's here and then the pool is here. So it runs down the side. So that is where our water comes from, our waterway, which is part of our land.
Our ancient waterway.
Our ancient waterway. So that is what we're taking it from, not from the actual river when people are concerned about taking power from the river.
But anyway, the water will travel back to the main river at
the
the
water
end.
will travel back before it leaves our land. So actually there isn't anybody before it meets the bigger river below us. But even if there was, they wouldn't notice any difference anyway because the water will be back before it's even been gone. Come on, I've got to go and get wet in the river.
Oh, it's a pretty miserable day for it.
Wow.
Got Craig helping, so I can film. I get out of the hard jobs. So we're just making some sandbags now to try and redirect just a little area where Badger needs to put the damn door. Hopefully our plan will work.
Talking about down here. It does at the bottom, but I didn't see that.
Are you happy with how that looks so far?
Yeah, I didn't see when I measured before that there's a stone that comes in a little bit, so we might have to shape the door to fit. But yeah, apart from that, we just need to block a bit more water there so it's drier, and then we can get down there and measure it and see where our door is and scribe our door to fit.
It's like that's been like made for a water turbine.
I think the river is that side and this is our water channel. So I think that's what it's been designed for, is to channel the water down into our land. The main river runs down that side.
But it's perfect.
So it's perfect, we just need to block it off, fill it up and then get the pipe attached to it.
Well, I think the sandbags worked. That was pretty cool. Worked really
worked
well.
straight away. So that's really positive. It means we can easily in 5 minutes dry it all out. ready to put this door in. It's a little bit big, unfortunately.
So what were the measurements? I couldn't quite hear you when we were there. I know it's
It's
pretty loud.
550 and then by 900 high, so I need to cut a little bit off the bottom and a little bit off the top.
Look at this, pouring rain one day and shorts and t-shirt the next.
I know, it's crazy.
In January.
Absolute madness.
I love it.
Make hay where the sun shines.
Absolutely. What's the plan now?
Well, so basically, we haven't quite finished getting the big pipe from the top to the bottom and the gate in. But I spoke to the guy yesterday about the turbine, and I said that I've got a pipe that's much smaller that already feeds from the river. Could I use it to just commission it and get it going, and would it give me any power? And he said it'd probably give you two or 300 watts just as it is there. So I thought, the pipe's already here, let's just connect it up, commission it with all the oil and get it all set up here while I've got all the tools up here. And then when we're ready and the pipe's down there and we're all set up, we can just take the tank as it is down there and it'll all be ready just to plumb in, ready to go.
Amazing. And that means you can tweak it and
exactly,
get
keep
to
an
know
eye on
it
it, see
and
how it
stuff.
works, get all this sort of stuff. But also it means that it will give us a little bit of power until we get it sorted, which is really important because luckily it's sunny today, but the cloudy, rainy days, we're just getting nothing.
Yeah.
So
I think
that
it's a
is my
great
plan,
plan.
is to connect this up like this, test it, and then see how we get on.
Amazing.
So yeah, that's my plan.
So while Badger's busy doing that, I'm going to sand the dam door and paint it with some waterproof paint that we've got. And then hopefully we can get that installed very, very soon. But yeah, sunny day. Let's make it happen.
Here you are.
In approximately 3.5 minutes, I will be head to toe.
You do have that innate ability to put more paint on you than you do the item you're painting.
Yeah, I don't know how I do it, and I try really hard, but it happens. So
you just got to accept some things in life and move on.
exactly.
And that's one of them.
Hence my dungaree, but completely covered in paint from every job we've done. We're putting on the waterproof paint. We've got another bucket actually, but this is the stuff we used on the bathroom floor in the barn.
So it's similar to swimming pool paint.
Yeah.
So it should be impermeable after 4 coats, apparently.
Okay.
So
I'll be covered 4 times. Then.
yeah, if we cover you 4 times, you'll be completely waterproof.
Great. That's the ultimate goal, isn't it?
It is, and I've nearly got the turbine ready to test.
Wicked. Well, shout for me and I'll come
Okay.
check.
So, Mrs. Scotter, what on earth is going on in here?
Well, this is meant to be my beautiful outdoor kitchen, entertaining area, potting shed for the vegetable garden that's going to be surrounding it. There's currently a store cupboard.
Is it any of those things at the moment?
No. There's old caravan cushions, all of your tools,
Yeah.
camping stuff,
In defence to my tools,
dog leads.
I don't have a workshop any longer.
No, you don't. To be fair, we are now living in what was meant to be a workshop, isn't it?
Yes. So I thought maybe we should build a smaller workshop for all of this stuff, so you could have your outside kitchen back.
Yes, you have been trying to convince me. I'm not quite convinced though.
No. Well, maybe I'll have a measure
I
up.
don't think we need another, like.
I know, but we've got nowhere to put. We can't have beautiful barbecues with all this stuff around.
That's very true. And also, I really want to start. I need to start the
Vegetable
raised bed
garden
soon. Like
ready for this
literally
year.
This week.
Oh,
I need to start next
okay.
week. The week after.
We
I
need to start
don't know.
yesterday.
We need to start yesterday. I can't even decide what I'm going to make them out of. But
Yes, if anybody can think of a good, cheap option for your raised beds, please stick it in the comments, because we really want an idea.
yeah, we've been trying to think of lots of different things. We do keep going back to pallets.
Yeah, pallets is a big one.
Anyway, we'll think about that another day. But yes, you do keep going on about a barn, so I think we need to explore that option.
Oh, you heard it here first, guys. It's now on video. We're going to explore
Not
that
I'm
option.
pleased about it, but I.
Tune
Get
in.
all those
Oh, okay, no,
jobs done.
enough. Stop there. Tune in next week to see me start my workshop.
So Badger, what wizardry have you done here?
So, I have set it up temporarily to commission it. I thought that I might be able to get some power out of it, but I got mixed messages. Basically, this would have to be at the very bottom of our land with a smaller pipe to get a bit of power, not up here. So
Yeah, we got the.
got the wrong end of the stick.
Wrong
But
end of the stick.
It's fine though, because you have to run it. Would you like to see it running?
I would love to see it
Let me
running.
show
I
you.
thought you'd never ask. To be honest, we're a bit like we were hoping to get the damn door in and stuff like that this week, weren't we? But it's painted.
I think it needs an essential 4+ coats though.
Yeah.
So
and it needs to dry.
you're up to 3.
Yeah.
3 coats, and then we can get the damn door in.
You can get that damn
And we've
door
got the
in.
pipe to do, so it's not the end of the world. We've got lots to do before this is ready. But I've pumped the bearings full of grease
Yeah.
with my grease pumper, and I've tested it. Do you want to see it spinning round in water?
Yes, of course.
I feel like this is a monumental moment. Do you remember when we were down at the bottom there and we got the fast bit of water from the spring?
Yeah,
I feel like
when
the
we
same sort of
first
moment.
moved here. Okay.
Right, are you ready? Where does it go? Right, I'll come round here.
Oh yeah. And your IBC contraption works.
Yeah, it's collecting all the water. And then what I did think, actually, something that crossed my mind was to find out when it's fully up and running, if I empty this completely, shut the valve off and turn it on, and then time it until it's full, I'll know exactly how many litres per minute it will use.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
So how many litres per kilowatt? Could you work that out?
I could if I worked out how much power it gave in the same amount of time.
Yeah.
Oh, there's so much maths fun to be had
Oh,
here.
how fun.
It's like a Sudoku afternoon. Yeah, it goes in and then there'll be a pipe that goes back into the river and just keeps flowing away.
Great.
Giving us power, hopefully.
So it has been actually a bit of a slower week than we had planned, but we have been back and forth to the plumbers, the electricians.
Get all the little bits. It's got to be right. Everything's got to be right. It's not an RCB, it's an RCBO, it's not an RCD, it's not a MCB, it's an RCBO type A 100 milliamp, which I haven't managed to get yet. That is not the easiest thing to translate.
But hopefully we'll get this bad boy fitted next week.
Yeah, well, onto pipe and damn door. Right then, turbines prepped and ready and lubed. We'll see you next week, but don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and tell all your mates.
Have them all.
See you next week.
See you later.